Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I'm introducing there's something new from what, but still revolving us about the same thing. All these 10 videos we're going to be doing, moving around the topic called information literacy, but it's being broken down a video. So this time we are going to be talking about today I'm introducing what we call search strategy. As you can hear from the word, that those are two words and actually search strategies. Search, we know some people have had search and research, but search is looking for something. Then a strategy is a plan how to get something that you're looking for. So search strategy, majorly in a simple man's understanding, would be a plan on how to get what you're looking for. Maybe let me say a particular topic, a particular research topic, the main subject, whatever you're working around about. So starting off, we shall start with a major slide, which is the search strategy. As you can see here, the first thing, of course, prepared by me as usual. And the definition is really simple: a plan or method used to systematically find relevant information in a particular topic. As I've said, just a plan or method that you'll use to find the relevant information you need on the topic of study. And whatever you're researching about or you're studying, then majorly it is used in academic research. Sorry about that, the end, but it's not academic research, literature reviews, systematic reviews, and information seeking contests. So this is where this is majorly applied in academic research for majorly students from at either levels, undergraduate, university students, high school, kindergarten. I don't think kindergarten is there, but all the other stages. The literature reviews, systematic reviews, like for the government stuff, then information seeking context, like those people writing books, novels, research books, articles, such things. So everyone and whatever we do, we need research strategy, because you need a plan in everything before you do something. You need a plan on how to do something, on how to obtain something. Yeah. And under this, it is broken down. We are breaking it into some steps. And this first step is called the research question development. The research question development easily how to develop your question that you're really talking about. So the first step to this approach of the development of your question will be choosing appropriate keywords. Keywords as the main words that you need to be there that define what you're talking about. Keywords, phrases, synonyms related to each key concept. Expand, enlarge your research, to make your research vast. Then this includes using variety of key terms that ensure you to capture a broad range of relevant literature. Because when you have many terms, let me say about a certain topic, one, as we know, there can't be one word. At least there would be another word to mean the same thing. So you have to look for many words that ensures a broad range of relevant. Because not everyone will understand the word you say. One would be understanding one word, another one would have known another one. So you need to look for all relevant words with the same meaning, not just a relevant word, but has the same meanings. So you have like gender-based violence. Let's say that's a topic you're talking about. You could use synonyms like intimate partner violence, but that's the same that would direct you to gender-based violence, domestic violence, sexual violence. So you see, these words, they all have something in common, especially violence. But then again, that they are directing towards a certain thing that is showing that this is towards two people, like in a relationship. Let me say, intimate partner that shows that or are in a relationship together. Domestic, it's also between two people. Then sexual violence between those two people. Then you'd use the related terms again: violence against women. That's another word that can mean GBV. Then gendered violence, like gendered, mean that the violence is centered on one gender. That would be women only. Yeah. Then there's keyword identification, like how we have said, you need to use keywords for you to expand, to make your research broad, to create a broad range of research, and also to create easiness in the people who are reading your work or who are getting your work to understand it easily. So now here we under keyword identification, you have to break down your research question to its main components or themes. for a foundation. So you have to break it down into things that will help you start on something, build up something for whatever research you're doing. Then identifying the key ideas helps focus the search and clarify the scope of your research, your goal based on to what you're really talking about. Because if you identify the keywords you need, you won't be going around into other topics. If you're talking about gender-based violence, you know the keywords, you know the related terms, the synonyms about it. Let me say gendered violence, you have intimate relationship violence, sexual violence, so you'll know that you're only dealing with such a thing, not that you'll be talking about GBV, then you find yourself into early pregnancies, teenage marriages, such things. Then, for example, here there's an example I've set. What are the social and economic impacts of gender-based violence in rural communities? The key concepts here are gender-based violence. As you can see now, you're knowing that's the topic that's being asked about. Social impacts and economic impacts. These are like effects. Then rural communities where it is being exerted, especially there. So it is gender-based violence specifically. That's what we are talking about. Then social and economic impacts, like the effects of that, but socially and economically. And we are centering this into rural communities, not just worldwide, but in rural communities like, let me say, villages, town centers, such areas. Then we have the database selection. This is majorly choosing information sources relevant to your subject. Choose information sources relevant to your subject, not choosing just a source for information. You might choose a source that is just bringing, maybe let me say you're going to skysports.com. Skysports.com doesn't talk about gender-based violence. It will take you to about sports, especially football. If you go to any other website, let me say websites that have .gu, as long as that website has .gu, that is a school website. So that's not what we're looking for. If you go to .org, that's not a source that we need. You're reading a textbook, a biology textbook, but we are talking about GBV. That's not relevant. So you have to choose an information source relevant to subjects. Maybe let me say articles measuring onto GBV, novels or books that have measured into that, newspapers that have talked about it. Then different databases specialize in specific disciplines. So selecting the right one is essential for high quality results. So you have to select the exact one, the right one, so that you produce results that are top notch for whatever you're doing. So an example I've set here is, let me say, for social science topics, we use ProQuest, JSTQR, or sociological abstracts. For health aspects, use GBV, Consult, PubMed, Sinahal. Those are words, I mean, these are databases that are really relevant to subjects that you're really looking for. So before just going into anything, you have to be sure the information source is relevant to your subject, for especially just for high quality results, not bringing around blunders, something is mixed up with something else. And yes, that's